Dun, 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 dun.
It's time to listen to John toot to toot toot here on the PlaybookSports.com Horse Report with Jon Hardoon from the Sheets at
Good evening, Greg.
JohnSheets.com.
Good evening, Greg. Good evening.
Good evening. We're recording this on a Thursday night, back to our regular scheduled kind of, schedule, because we were doing
Right?
it last Saturday afternoon before you
Well,
took
that was
off to that disastrous race.
thanks. That was Monday, by the way. Well, that's because we were doing it for Monday, but yeah.
Yes.
Usually we do a Friday morning, but I guess whatever.
And we were waiting. I waited an extra day to see, because the best races were the Hollywood Gold Cup, that's a Breeders' Cup Challenge race, and there were 3 Grade 1 stakes races at Santa Anita, and only one of them had more than 6 horses in the field.
It's terrible what's going on. The horse population is dwindling.
And
by the way, we're lucky we didn't do the Hollywood Gold Cup. Some $35 horse won that I really didn't give much of a chance to. So.
Oh, okay. And yeah, Chad talked on Monday about how it's not just on the West Coast, and we saw some of that going over the field this weekend.
Yeah, that's why we had it. They couldn't fill a $200,000 stake race on Monday. The commentator and our horse, Champagne Poetry, they've written one race for her for allowance horses. You either have to run in a stake race or in a claiming race. Nothing in between, and it's just silly. But what are you supposed to do?
I guess what do they want you to not race?
No, they're waiting for more horses. They figured, well, some would come back from Florida. Apparently, none came back. They only got 4 horses to go, so we had no choice. We had to go in the stake. We were hoping it rained. It rained everywhere but at Belmont. It was amazing. 2 miles away from Belmont, the skies open. There was pouring rain, and we were hoping the race would come off the grass and there'd be a ton of scratches, and it would have been a genius move by Chad. Unfortunately, it didn't work out.
Well, that's what happens, though. You got to take a chance every once in a while.
That's life.
That is right. And next week, though, we know for a fact there will be some good racing next week.
What a card. What a card. What a card.
Yeah, one of the best in the season.
Mile has one of the best horses in the world running now, Flightline. He ran a 4, a 2, and a 2 in his first
really?
races. Yeah.
When is that horse running?
He's in the Met Mile next Saturday on Belmont Day. So there are, I think, 6 or 7 stake races, including the Belmont. The Belmont may be the least exciting out of all of them, to tell you the truth, but let's see what happens. And then we're going to do a show, obviously, with Chad next Thursday, I guess, or Friday morning, whenever you want to do it. And people seem to enjoy the 3 of us together. So,
yeah, hopefully Chad will be in studio, and you'll be in studio, and I'll be in studio, and we'll have everything working, and it'll be a fun show, because we have no idea what that second race is going to be. Matter of fact, we'll have to take a look, because I know we have provided some bonus shows, so maybe it's possible we'll think about that, because obviously the show that we're going to do for the Belmont Stakes is going to be available for free. So we'll have to talk about that off the air, but that's possible either way. You're going to get two of these races next week, including the Belmont. We just have to pick one of those other stakes races and then decide if we're going to do another show.
Well, maybe we'll just give them 3 races, give everybody a bonus or whatever.
That's pretty cool.
Whatever you're the boss.
By the way, yeah, I know you like to say that on the air, but off the air, that's not true. Actually going over the Breeders' Cup for the first time with Chad on Monday. We're going to be, because once the Belmont Stakes is over, all the attention goes to Breeders' Cup Challenge races.
What are you, crazy? Yeah, okay, Breeders' Cup Challenge races, but you have all of Saratoga and Del Mar coming. That's the best racing in the country all year long.
Yeah, the Whitney is one of the challenge races, and the Jockey Club Gold
So
Cup.
you have the Travis, the Haskell. You got a million of those races,
and all of them are the ones you named. Those are all Breeders' Cup Challenge races. So that's going to be awesome.
And every weekend, there'll be great stake races from Saratoga and Del Mar. Maybe we'll pick one from Saratoga, one from Del Mar each week to do. But
Chad said that he believes the Whitney is the best of the classic races. The classic challenge races. Do you agree with that?
I have no idea who's in those
Stephen
races. Chad,
Foster,
I
Haskell.
know Chad is great like that. He knows who's running in those races. He should be a racing secretary when he decides to give up training, because he knows. I mean, he knows that stuff. He knows what race is going and who's going in it. He's like an encyclopedia.
So you have the Haskell, the Pacific Classic, the Jockey Club Gold Cup, or the Whitney.
Okay.
Which one of those four, and also the Stephen Foster, which one of those five do you think is the best?
Well, obviously, it's going to be the Haskell, because hopefully Cyberknife will be running in there. So obviously, we're biased on this show.
Okay. So there you go. So you like the Haskell. Chad's going with the Whitney. And we're going to be following 5 Breeders' Cup Challenge races all throughout the summer. The Classic, the Distaff, the Mile, the Sprint, and the Turf, as well as all the other races in between. And then, of course, it's going to be a pretty huge week for Breeders' Cup week. Can't wait for that.
That's like in October, November.
Yeah, it's football season. That's why I can't wait.
We have to get through the summer first.
I know. I dread that.
First week of June. So let's go.
I want to remind everybody that we're about to say goodbye to anybody out there who is not a patreon.com/PrimeSN customer. As little as $5 a month. That's it. $5 a month. If you so choose, you get a minimum average of 8 free races that we handicap each month. That includes the sheet lines we go over, John's full analysis of the entire race card. So just for $5 a month, patreon.com/PrimeSN. Also, remind everybody that if you want to purchase sheets, you can do that at thesheets.com for $35 for the whole card, or $5 for individual races. So if you want to get those individual races that we handicap, and we're going to be handicapping 2 from Churchill on today's show, races 9 and 11.